Fresh off a 6-3 win against Vancouver at home last night, Montreal's in Washington tonight to take on the, I would say, struggling Washington Capitals. And we got all that right here. Hangout starts now. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining me for the game today. So we got Montreal, second game back-to-back, won last night. Can they do it again? They the last set of back-to-backs last week, they won both games. I don't see why they can't tonight. So I got my information here, my stats there, and the Guess the Score contest. Guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game. You could pick that guy, one from each team. And if you are correct in the first person in the chat with this combination, you win $15 off of a purchase at the merch store. So leave your guesses in the chat. Good luck to everybody. Tonight, I'm going with 4-3 for Montreal, and I'm going with Veleno or Lapierre. And you might ask why, but Lapierre has no goals, and I just figure, you know what? It's against Montreal. A lot of times, the guys with no goals or very few score against us, and Veleno's only got 2, so he's our equivalent, and that's why. So let me, like I said, leave your guesses in the chat. All right, Slav in his last 12 games has 8 goals, 10 assists for 18 points. He is definitely on his second half swing now. He's on pace for like 67 or 68 points right now. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. The Caps are 13-8-3 at home, and the Habs are 13-4-5 on the road. Montreal is on pace to score 280 plus, give or take anyway, 280 goals. Slav and Demidov on pace for, I wrote here 70 points, but I guess somebody who figured it out better than I did had 68 for Demidov. Slav's just like one behind him. So, and Hudson on pace for about 80 points, 80 or 80 plus. So that is amazing scoring. This team is putting up numbers. The Capitals pounded the Habs 8-4 November 20th. And the Habs have won 5 of 7. Well, okay, that's not tied together, these things. Habs have won 5 of 7 in January. The Caps have lost 4 of 6. Since December 1st, Montreal is 13-6-3. The Caps are 8-8-4. The Habs are 9-2-2 in their last 13 games, and that is and with a plus 19 goal differential. The Capitals led the Metro by 3 points on December 7th, and right now they're out of a playoff spot, just outside the wild card. It's going to be Monty versus Logan Thompson. Monty is 3-0 with a .917 save percentage since his conditioning since he came back. And Tom Wilson, not in the game today. He's on the IR with a foot injury. And Josh Anderson, he's back in the lineup tonight. Owen Beck is out. I think I covered everything there. Standings, you can see here, Montreal still in third, but it's 1 point separating each of the top 3 teams in the division. Detroit still on top, Tampa right behind them, and Montreal right behind that. Metro has Carolina, the Islanders, and the Flyers. And the wild card has Toronto in the wild card and Buffalo behind that, and then Washington tied in points with Buffalo. And that's the standings. Refs tonight are Graham Skilleter and Frederic Lecuyer. Usually not very good. Last 10 games for the Capitals, they are 4-5-1, averaging 3.6 goals, 6.3 assists, 4.2 penalties, and 10.1 penalty minutes while giving up 3.3 goals per game. Canadiens are 7-2-1, averaging 4 goals, 6.6 assists, 4.1 penalties, and 10.7 penalty minutes, while giving up 2.7 goals per game. Stats for the teams. Power play percentage, 23.1 for Montreal, 15.9 for Washington, so that's an advantage for Montreal. Penalty kill percentage, 79.1 for Montreal, 76.7 for Washington. But we know that the Habs penalty kill since December 1st, I want to say, is like 81 or 82%, somewhere in there. Face-off percentage, 49.5 for Montreal, 49.4 for the Caps. Goals for per game, 3.37 for Montreal, 3.26 for the Caps. And goals against per game, 3.20 for us and 2.78 for them.
Yeah,
yeah, that's all I got on that one. Players to watch over the last 5 for points. Hang on, what the hell is on my screen here?
I was gonna say I was in Slag Studios too. I mean, why are we watching basketball?
I got it. I had it on the right thing. There you go. That is stupid. Sorry, everybody. All right. I don't know why it would be basketball. I was on TSN2 there. I don't know what happened. But where am I at? Points, Slav, 8. And Ovechkin, 6. Goals, Kapanen with 4. Ovechkin with 5. And assists, both with 5. Suzuki and McMichael. Goalies tonight are Monty, as you're seeing over there on the screen if you're watching it. Monty, 8-6-1, 339 goals against, 869 save percentage, and Logan Thompson, 16-12-4, 235 goals against, 916 save percentage, and 2 shutouts. Caps lines are Strome, Protas, and Ovechkin, McMichael, Beauvillier, and Leonard, Dowd, Duhaime, and Frank. And that just sounds like a law firm. Lapierre, Milano, and Leeson. Fedgeberry, Carlson are first pairing. Chikrin and Roy, and Sandin and McElrath. Is that how I pronounce it? McElrath? That's how I'm pronouncing it, are the pairings. For Montreal, Suzuki, Caulfield, Texier, Kapanen, Slav, Demidov, Deneau, Anderson, Gallagher, Veleno, Blais, Bolduc. Pairings are Matheson, Dobson, Hudson, Carrier, Gooley, and Jack-Eye.
Pretty much no change.
And no change there. No, I mean, not pretty much. There's no change there at all. Are they dropping the puck already?
They're about to, yeah. They get ready.
That's quick. I didn't even get to any of the comments. Anyway, we'll try to get to them, but we're underway. Paul Duffy got the first one in. 4-3.
Oh, good defensive play there, Mike.
4-3 with Habs Bolduc and Wilson, but Wilson is out. Mary Jo, 5-2 Caps, Dobson, Ovechkin. Yeah. I'm doing good, Matt. Hope you are too. Guru's got 4-2 Caps, Demidov, Ovi. Why is everyone saying the Caps?
Good save, Montembeau.
Weird. I'm just surprised so many are taking the Caps straight up.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Post. Oh my God. And we're gonna have a penalty coming up too.
I thought for a second Suzuki was gonna try to snipe that from his knees, and I that would have just been crazy.
Ferrari. Yeah, so the trip is on Suzuki, but Texier still got the shot off with a chance, though.
Oh, he blasted it. It just hit the post.
All right, so we are on the power play. Capitalize would be a great way to start the period, that's for sure. Slav came close there. Come on, boys, move it around. Move it around. Thompson.
Getting good chances, though.
Yeah, they are. But Thompson's there. This day in 1971, the Habs acquire Frank Mahovlich. And going back the other way was Mickey Redmond and someone else. I don't remember who. Wayne Hudson's next assist is going to be his 100th. So I'm just trying to watch and see some of the game. I should be talking. I don't know why I'm not. If you can figure it out, email me at whyisricknottalking.com. So they killed that off. A 2-on-1 opportunity. No.
To block that out of play.
That got blocked and sent. Does that happen? Because Monty sure as hell didn't look like he made a save. All right. Let's see. Bye-bye. 4-2 Habs, Captain and Obi. Johnny Golden, how's it going, buddy? 2 points would be huge tonight, especially since it's back-to-back games and Caps haven't played, I think, in 2 days at least. Hey, Joe, another game to check the score on during breaks between Tampa and Pittsburgh. Strome for Paul. Awesome. No worries, Paul. ABL got 4-2 Caps. Denny Marook or Donald Dufresne with the first. Yes, sure. Chikrin or Slav is how he's going. Slow ice, says Paul. Hey, David, 4-2 Caps. The guy, it's hard to pronounce his name, and Hudson. Fedjavari, I don't know how you pronounce it. That's how I pronounce it. BL, that probably was the best thing. And I believe Redmond might have scored. I want to say scored 50 in Detroit. Is that possible? Cosmic, Habs 4-3 Suzuki. McMichael, since there's no score, but you did come in late, I'm going to still give it to you. There's no score. No more new guesses, though, because I'm down at the bottom. We are 4 minutes in. The shots are 3-3 and no score. They were saying Demidov, excuse me, in the Calder race. He's ahead of Seneca by 5, and he's ahead of, I believe, of Schaefer by 10. Well, Lapierre got a shot on goals, so there's something. Lapierre's first name is Hendrix. Who do you think his parents liked musically?
Hmm.
A lot.
I mean, I think a lot of people.
Yeah, but okay, but if you're
liked
naming
him
your
a
kid
lot.
Hendrix, you must have liked him a lot.
Oh yeah.
Mickey Redmond had 51 goals for the Wings in 72-73 season and 52 goals in 73-74. See, know my stuff sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah, I always remember that trade for some reason. Don't know why. I wasn't a Mickey Redmond fan or anything. But I remember the trade for Mahovlich and who went the other way. Just Mickey Redmond, I don't remember. I know there was somebody else that went with him. And they're gonna go make some money. Commercial break there. I'll say so far so good. I don't know. I don't think I've seen enough of the game already that I can say that. But there's no score, so that and Montreal is looking pretty good actually so far. So I'll go with that. Hendrix Lapierre was a dominant player with Bathurst in the queue. I know when I believe it was the Gooley draft year. I did a video, prospect video on Hendrix Lapierre as a potential possible maybe Montreal pick. And I think it was the Gooley draft. Your chicken kebab arrived early. Where's mine? It hasn't arrived at all. We took glass knees instead. Who's that? Who you calling glass knees? Yeah, who you calling glass knees? Gooley. Okay, so it was the Gooley year. But why are you calling him glass? He hasn't just had knee injuries. It's a weird thing to be calling him, if you ask me. So in other words, since he's come back there, if you're watching the screen, Monty is that's back to his normal kind of numbers. Yeah, does he literally have glass knees? No. Hey, Lord, what is this going to be, a Ghoulie bashing night? Tell me how you really feel. Ovi will get there. What if he doesn't come back next year? How will he get there then? This is not the best feed. It's a kind of dull and dark. Don't you find? Or no? Oh, it's much nicer directly on TSN. Wow, that's a difference. We lost Matt somewhere in the back
I'm here.
40. Oh, I thought you were still in the back 40.
No, I'm focusing on the game.
Let Buffalo worry about who, and we'll take Thompson straight up. Montreal taking a penalty. Who are you talking about there, Laura? Veleno to the box. Hooking. He needed the money. Hey, Nucci. Good to see you again. Robert Thomas is rumored to be willing to waive his no trade clause. Good for him. Two on one, Habs.
Oh, a
Scores!
shot!
Andy,
Nice.
his first game back. Look at that. Andy. I swear to God, I was thinking of taking Andy, and I thought, nah, he's not going to get a goal in his first game back. I was wrong. So it was what? Andy? I don't know. That wasn't from Deneau even. He didn't use Deneau at all. But Andy from someone. Habs take the early lead.
That's a good way to kill penalties.
Oh, true. That was Shorty. I didn't even think of that. That was a Shorty.
Oh, yeah. A short-handed goal they've scored in a minute. Yeah, Brian Mudryk stole the words right out of my mouth. Now we're seeing why the power play blows.
What was that?
Oh, Mudryk stole the words right out of my mouth. I was about to say, now we see why the power play is atrocious. Because
their power play is atrocious, yes. Yeah, it's surprising, though, at Washington at only 15
Yeah, you figure the
whatever.
formula is just pass the puck to Ovi for the one time.
Yeah.
But they can't even get the zone.
Nah, I guess not, eh? Well, at least only on that one, anyway. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do Hage for Thomas. Who here would trade Michael Hage for Robert Thomas?
I wouldn't trade him.
Just to do that or to do something. I wouldn't. I'm not moving Hage.
No.
Wolverine says, keep Hage. BL would do it in a heartbeat. Nucci, yeah, it was a shorthanded goal. I don't know. I would not do that. I think Hage is going to be a pretty damn good player here. If you're trading him for a 26-year-old player, you're really you're underestimating the right word, Hage. Oh. I thought that was going to go in.
Yeah, I did too.
They got it. Did not. What do you think they're going to ask for Robert Thomas besides Michael Hage? Because it's not going to be 1-for-1.
I mean, it won't be cheap. Like, that's the thing. And I don't
That's the
really
point.
think the Canadiens need to get a guy like Robert Thomas right now. I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary either. If Thomas maybe was doing that, he was 22. The age difference wasn't as big. I mean, Thomas at 26, so he's got a lot less years. Hage just fits right in with these guys. Anyway, I wouldn't do it. But that's me. And I've been known to be dumb at times. So, but I think Hage is an untouchable for them personally. And if not, well, I think that's a mistake on their part.
I think Hage is untouchable.
Nice to have Andy back when he scores the first goal as well, too.
Yeah. Well, and like we said too, right? Shorthanded. It was the last time they scored a shorty.
You're getting a proven player for a maybe. If you constantly do that, though, you're mortgaging your future.
I.e., the New York Rangers.
You're just mortgaging your future.
Yeah,
and I don't know if that's a good idea.
Not the way to do it. That's cheating the rebuild. That doesn't work. Plus, if you watch the World Juniors and or college hockey, I don't understand why you would even think about moving Michael Hage.
I'm no problem to acquire Robert Thomas, but just not for Michael Hage. And I'm not throwing in, and he's going to say it in a second, but not throwing in Reinbacher either. I don't know how sweet that is, though, Guru. Might end up being sour for whoever he goes. What are you talking about? BL, what do you mean who's constantly doing it? What are you talking about? Oh, what I said? Oh, but because everybody's talking all the time about, let's get rid of this young kid and get that older guy and get a young kid. And if you're always doing that, you're going to run out of track eventually, and you're not going to have the new influx of young talent. That's what I'm getting at.
No, 100%. Especially with how young the team is. Like,
I mean, it's okay, and it's not that BL is wrong. I'm not saying BL that you're wrong either. Just that's my opinion, and I wouldn't do it. Maybe I'm wrong in the long run. You might be right. He doesn't make it. I don't know. He just looks, man. He looks like a kid that's gonna make it. You know what I mean?
I think he will.
Wolverine, you don't have to hate to say it. We've been talking about that. I don't think he has a future here either.
Talking about Laine?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. And that's fine. Like, didn't work out. Though not really a big deal. Considering where the team is right now. Like,
yeah, I mean,
whatever.
Like, it didn't work out. I mean, that's all there is to it. Who's G-Boy, by the way? You know who he's talking about? Gallagher? Nucci is Gallagher? Phil, you're listening a little late. First goal's already scored, so just a little wee bit late, just in case you didn't realize.
Oh, did people and anybody have Anderson? I feel like a few people did.
And if here's BL is now challenging me to see if I have any integrity and character.
Mm-hmm.
And if Hughes does it, Rick will be on here saying what he thinks I'm gonna say. Well, if he's doing it, Hughes, I trust in him, and I'm gonna be okay with it. I'm not gonna like it. I honestly, I'm not gonna like that one. But if he does it, I don't know what choice I have. I just to say, yeah, I don't like it, and I'll say the same thing. You're mortgaging your future a bit for the present. There you go. I know that's what you think.
I don't really think they're even in the market for him anyway. So
no, they're not, and I think they're not in the market right now for Blake Coleman. He's just been put on the IR.
Yeah, no, I saw that too.
Let's see. We're 6.5 minutes to go in the first. Shots are 7 apiece. That's 1-0 Montreal. That's all I know about this game. I knew that's what you.
Somebody.
BL, I knew that's where you were going. You're just testing my integrity.
Why Struble out there?
This is a wild card 4-pointer? Not a 4-pointer for us.
Aiden Gooley not in the lineup?
Oh, I did.
Struble. I thought I saw him earlier in the period too. I was like,
maybe he is glass knees. You know what it is, though? In my opinion, he just came back from injury.
Yeah,
2 games back to back. They sat him for this one. That to me makes 100% sense.
100%.
And BL, you didn't kind of finish off. What else would you think St. Louis is going to ask for? And you're willing to give up to get Robert Thomas? That's the question.
Top holy moly, Anderson scored on a short-handed goal there.
BL's going to come back and say Reinbacher.
Well, no, it'll be yeah. Hey, I mean, it'll be a pretty hefty price. Like that's I think another reason why they're not even. Like I said, the Canadiens right now aren't really in the market for a.
No, it's a first
big fish right now. Like they're
not. They're
looking to bolster the depth.
And it's the first round. Sorry.
Well, no, I was just gonna just say like, guys are gonna start coming back from injury. Obviously, I don't think Laine's gonna get a lot of playing time, but Evans will be back shortly. After the Olympics, won't be long before Newhook's back. Like, you gotta slot those guys in, and I think the second line you can't break up right now because they're molten lava hot.
First line either. Who are you going to put in place of Texier?
That's what I mean. So I think you could be looking at a second line maybe of maybe you run like Newhook, Danault, Bolduc. I don't know.
Far enough away, you don't even have to think about Newhook.
Right? No, but I'm just saying, like, come the time he has to come back though, because it's
but you're talking in end of March. I mean, it's a long time. I wouldn't even be considering anything about Newhook right now, personally.
Yeah, I mean, no. If we're talking like immediate, like obviously Doc, I think is pretty close to coming back.
They're gonna be put in the lineup. The guy that's coming back soon, because you said he's wearing a contact jersey, right? A regular jersey in practice. Laine, like if he's back early, what are they gonna do with him?
Right, like I said, and I mean, I think obviously Evans is going to take his fourth line center spot when he's back.
Yeah.
I think Veleno could probably come out of the lineup at that point.
We got guys that can come out, but
yeah.
Are you taking somebody out literally to put Line A in the line? They're going to. They are. You know that they're going. If he comes back early, they're going to play him.
Yeah, I mean they got to see what he's got in the tank, but
you're going to see what he's got, and at the same time showcase him in case they want to move him.
Yeah. And I like Texier so much, dude. Nice. Good stop.
No, I mean, I like what Texier is doing. You want to see it the rest of the way.
Oh, for sure. But it's nice to have a guy like that. Because, guys start coming back from injury. He's just really, really good depth guy, too.
No, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Yeah, and just to get back to Thomas, I don't know. I don't see them still. I know they were interested in Thomas in the offseason and stuff. I just don't know.
What position is he? I forget.
I just don't think they still are, though, now.
What position is he?
He's a center, isn't he?
I thought so. So why?
Well, obviously it's second line, but
right, but you can't break that lineup. How are you going to break up that second line?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know that they're looking to do that.
That second line's been one of the best lines in hockey now for about a month.
He's threatening your integrity there too, Biel. He's challenging you.
Like, obviously, I think any team would love to have Robert Thomas. Obviously, I would, but
no, you missed it. He's challenging you.
Like,
well, a couple of them up there. Matt, you loved Line A when we picked him up too. He's saying, challenging your integrity.
Yeah, I mean, at the time I thought it was a good move because it was very low risk, and if you can get his scoring back,
it just didn't work out.
It'd be sweet, but just didn't work out, and Canadiens are no worse for wear for it. I mean, we're at a playoff spot. We're literally within a game of first in the Atlantic again. I mean, there's literally 2 points that separate us and Detroit, and we have a game in hand on them. So
if you don't know,
just look at the way the team's playing right now, the way the second line's playing, the way the top line's playing. Like,
if
I just don't. Whoa! Oh my God, Davidoff.
If you don't know when to cut your losses and move on, okay, but I think they know that
happening to Rob.
You got to cut your losses with Line A and move on, whether you wanted him here before or not. Doesn't change. Everybody looks good in practice. Cosmic. I saw him in practice. I mean, sure, but I can still see in practice how he's moving too slow. And I don't know that Line A is ready fully yet, though. He's well ahead of schedule if he is. But yeah, I was the same way as Matt, but you got to realize when you're wrong.
Yeah.
We were wrong about Line A, there's no doubt.
Oh,
just missed there. 2 minutes left here. There's a game going on. I forgot.
Yeah, I don't know where Robert Thomas slots in because he's obviously not going to replace Suzuki on the top line. You can't break up the second line, nor would I really want to anyway. With how good it's been, you're gonna, I don't know, unless he wants to play wing.
No, I kind of think it's more. Are they happy with Kapanen doing the job right now? From everything I've read, they are.
Yeah, I don't know how you would.
So I don't know that they would go make a deal like that that's going to cost heavy to get the guy when they're kind of happy with what they've got there.
Yeah, and
I don't think that's the spot they're looking to make the upgrade.
I don't know how you couldn't be happy with what Cappy's given us right now.
Yep. What if you get Thomas? He comes in and there's no chemistry with him and Demidov. Nothing. What do you do then?
Right. But then, so then you put Kapanen on the wing then, because he's not going to take the nose spot on the third line center, and then Evans. I mean, he's not a fourth line player.
I don't know.
What I mean, then you run into that problem. It's just.
I'm just saying, I don't think there's problems to the extent where it's like, listen, we're going to have to do something. If they're doing just fine. Not every game, obviously, but I mean, what team does? And
especially a team as young as them.
Right. I think I don't think they go make a move for Thomas.
No, they're not going to make a move to make a move.
If they were going to do
they're
that,
not really in. They're not really looking at.
Well, Monty stops that. He wouldn't stop that before.
Really good save. I lost my train of thought.
But BL, I'll ask it this way: why fix what's not broken?
Yeah. Oh, great play by Kapanen too. He knocked the puck away from Ovi right there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Kapanen is playing
Cappy's good,
is he the best second line center in the league? No, but he's doing the job. So, and from what I read, they're very happy with him, and I think they can see going through the rest of the season with him as their second line center. And I think if that's the case, I think it rules out Robert Thomas.
Well, yeah, but like I said too the other night, they're not really looking at a big name in the trade market right now. They're looking to bolster the
another
depth.
Thing, right? No, I think that's another thing. So it's 1-0 after one period of play.
And that's from LeBron. That's also from my sources too. So
yeah, let me see what's being said here. You never liked what from the get-go? I didn't read. Let me read back here. Oh yeah, lining. That for sure. BL, you've been adamant about it the whole time. So we know that. Don't worry. But I mean, listen, from our standpoint, whether we love that move when they got him and everything at the beginning or not, it doesn't matter as long as we're willing to admit we were wrong about something. If we're still here telling you, Line is going to be great, that would be stupid, right? But we're not. I mean, how can you not be allowed to be wrong about something? As long as you admit it, that's my point.
No, obviously Texier's not, going to be a first liner.
No, we see what we're going to get from him, and it's not good enough.
No, but like I said, but guys are injured right now. That's why he's on the first line. But
but he's doing at least an adequate job. Also, Texier's not your ultimate desire to have him there. But are you bringing Robert Thomas in to play wing on the first line? Is that what you're talking about?
I'll take 30 points on my third line. That's what Texier is. He's a third liner. At full health, probably where he slots. I think by the time Newhook comes back, I think you probably put Newhook up in the top line with Caulfield and Suzuki.
Okay. Also, I want to say with Texier, what did it cost us to get Texier though?
Nothing. We claimed him off waivers.
Right? I mean, no, we signed him, didn't we?
Oh yeah, he was waived to get his contract terminated. Then he signed with us.
And then we signed him.
Right.
But it costs nothing. So you can't compare the cost of acquiring Texier to what it's going to cost to trade for Thomas. That's one thing. So there's a difference there. But are you talking about bringing in Thomas to play on line one with Suzuki and Caulfield? I mean, that could make a difference. I'm not sure what you're talking about. And I never said Texas was a first liner. What I said was, it's working out right now. That's what I said. So I never said he's a first liner.
Yeah, Robert Thomas is a center. So, like, you're going to convert him to the wing because he's not playing center on the first line. And he's a right-handed shot. I don't think they really need another right-handed shot forward.
Yeah, Jafet's got a good point too. Line did come in and did spark them on a lot of nights and help them to get to the playoffs. You can't deny that.
No.
So there was that. BL saying he wants Thomas in for line 2. I mean, I get that you want them in. I don't think Montreal is willing to pay the cost to bring him in over Kapanen, who's doing a good job. And I don't think they need – I think that's how they balance it personally. You think Demidov should be on the first line? Is Demidov going to go in the corners and dig out the puck to feed Suzuki and Caulfield? And if you say, well, no, is Caulfield going to do that? And you say, well, no.
Caulfield actually does do that.
They need a guy, and that's what Slav did, and now that's what Texier is doing too. They need a guy that can do that. I don't want Demidov going in the corners to dig out the puck for the other two. So I don't know that works. Ask myself, is Kapanen a 2C? Or is he just someone who's playing as a 2C and doing a pretty good job at it? Is there a difference?
Yeah, I mean, look, he's 24. Like, he's only going to get better.
I just know the team is very
But yeah, I think he's doing a very good job as a second line center.
They think really highly of him, and he's been performing. So it's just I'm weighing those options. I'll go back on. I'm weighing the options of you got a guy that's not going to cost you anything more, right? He's doing a pretty good job. He is young. He's going to get better. Over mortgaging the future a little bit to bring in Robert Thomas. That sure, he's a great player. I'm not denying that, but I don't know that that's the right thing to do. Not having to deal with Wilson, Johnny, Cash, gotta have an effect on the game for sure.
100%.
If Kapanen is a 2C and stays there, what is Hage next year? But I've already said this, okay? So and Matt has too. We've talked about this. Hage, his one problem and issue is at the face-off circle. I think Hage can come in here, play wing for a year, and I see Kapanen more being a placeholder for now at second, and maybe permanent if he ends up better than Hage there. I don't know, but I think you got two good options there without having to spend a ton to bring Robert Thomas in. That's all.
Yeah. No, 100%.
That's how I see it. Is Wilson? I think Wilson is the leading scorer on Washington right now.
It might be, yeah.
Kind of crazy, but yeah, no, you got to think having Wilson not in the game.
I know he's their top power play scorer.
Yeah, and not
that they score a lot on it, but
him not being in the game's got to help. I mean, can't hurt both physically and I guess on the offensive side. Plus, they have this kid that Florida traded before Barkov got injured, Sordiff, who's been really hot, I think, since the beginning of the year. And he's out of the game too, I think, tonight. So they're definitely. I mean, we should beat them here tonight. I mean, we should. Paul Duffy's opinion is Hage is overrated, and you may be right, but we don't know. We don't know. And again, so you go get Robert Thomas. and you move Hage, and then Hage isn't overrated. And it turns out to be maybe not a superstar, but maybe a superstar. Not saying elite. I'm not saying franchise. I'm not saying not saying that. But you know, like a superstar player where he puts up 60, 70, 80 points a year on a regular basis. I don't know. But listen, your opinion is valid because we don't know. But I like what I've seen. The signs are there. The people that know better than we do agree this kid is going to be, you know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
kind of,
he's a great hockey player.
yeah, I don't really want to send that kid away for him to be a star over there. To bring in a guy that's what 6 years older than him, I don't know that that's a good deal. Ingada, who's Ingada?
He's probably trying to say Iginla.
Who? What?
I think he's tried to say Iginla.
Oh, okay. Let me turn this volume down a little bit because that's driving me crazy. Oh, there. Look, we can hear each other.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay, because Ingada Davida, that was a big song back in the late 60s, I think it was. Ingada Davida, baby. I don't remember that music. I don't know what I just sang there. But if you're old, you know the song Inagata Davida. I don't think there were any words in that song, or if there were, they were just like one line, and they just over and over again. Anyway, I digress. Let's see. Aginla, I think is going to be a pretty good player. Yeah. But why do you bring Aginla up? You think Aginla was better than Hage in the juniors? I don't think so. The kid has massive motivation to play specifically for this team. You have to add that into the equation too. I mean, I think you have to because you can see, look how well he plays for his country, and he's probably maybe even more motivated to play for Montreal, if you can believe that, right? So I don't know. I'm not giving up on this guy to send him somewhere else.
No. Yeah, and like, I mean, I watch a lot of college hockey. I mean, just look at the way he plays at Michigan. He's a career, a little over point per game guy at Michigan.
Yeah, that's right.
He's phenomenal.
It's not like there's a ton of guys that are, especially in their first two seasons, that are that, a significant amount over a point per game.
Well,
in their careers.
I can think it too, and they're both in the NHL and they're tearing it up right now.
No, listen,
Recently,
there are
they
guys.
both played for Boston University.
No, and listen, there are guys, obviously, but Hage is one of those guys, and that's a hell of a good sign when you get a guy in the NCAA who's putting up more points, over a point per game. That's not an easy thing to do in college.
Well, no, I mean, like I said, like Lane Hudson and Macklin Celebrini both did it. Granted, they did play with each other too, so that had a lot to do with it. But
that's right. And
look at what they're doing right now.
I've heard Hage mentioned as possibly, if not the best, but probably maybe the second best player in all of college hockey.
Oh, easily.
This is a
be
guy.
Up for the Hobie Baker this year.
It's like this is a guy I don't know that I want to send away somewhere.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No, he's not going anywhere.
So would I be upset if they acquired Robert Thomas? Not at all. But for Michael Hage, I would. But would I like Thomas here? Of course, a great player too. But Hage is too expensive a price.
Yeah, Hage isn't going.
Again,
anywhere.
my opinion. That's my opinion. That's all.
No, and I agree with it.
Yeah, I pay you a lot to do that. No, I'm just
but no, but like I said, I'm a college hockey guy here too. I watch these guys every weekend. I watch college hockey. There's
Johnny
only
Cash
so
is,
many players that I watch and I go, yeah, this kid's gonna be legit at the NHL level, no question.
yeah,
You know,
and good point with
Hage is
Johnny
one of those
Cash.
guys
Yeah,
where I'm like, he very well could be.
Okay, can I talk now? Johnny Cash says everyone says, or I think means everyone is overrated until we see what players can do. The same thing was said about Slav, right? And it took him a few, but I mean, anyway, I don't, I'm
I
not,
mean, he's still
I'm not
developing so
moving,
too, Slavkovsky. He's only 21.
I'm not moving a kid the caliber of a Hage for a kid who's 6 or 7 years older. That, yeah, it's gonna create problems down the road, I think. Chris Johnson saying Brayden Point might be the first player replaced on Olympic roster. Is the injury that bad? Yikes!
What did you see the video?
No, I didn't see it.
So Brayden Point scored a goal, and it was just a freak kind of collision. Like Cam York lost his balance and fell on his knee, and his knee bent inward at like a 90-degree angle.
Yeah, you were describing it or something.
Yeah, that particular mechanism, you got to worry about all the ligaments in the knee, sprain, tear, whatever. But it's probably going to be along those lines.
Yikes!
It just depends on how bad it is. If it's a sprain, it's a couple of months. If something's torn, like a torn ACL, he's out. He's done for the year. So I have no idea. He traveled with the team. Maybe it's just a sprain, but
no, if it's a torn ACL, he's done.
I saw the video and it looked gnarly.
Yeah, if it's ACL or MCL or it's at this point in the season too, he's done for the season. Mm-hmm. They'll want to replace him with a player of similar skill set. That doesn't sound like Bennett. So who? Bedard, Scheifele, Jarvis. Didn't I hear Bedard got hurt again, or I didn't hear that?
I don't know.
Hey, did anybody know? But I would think we're talking about Brayden Point. I kind of think Bedard might be a good. I mean, he's kind of similar stature.
See him as Scheifele probably,
but if Bedard is injured again, Scheifele or Jarvis seem like. I hate Scheifele, but I could see them picking Scheifele there. Yeah. So they already named some guys that they. Okay, so I don't know who they have named. And Paul says Bedard got hurt again. Yeah. Horvat got hurt again as well. Well, do you remember, you guys? What did I say all along? Is somebody's getting hurt and they're gonna have to. So if you didn't get named, you could get in there. And already, look how many guys are starting to fall. Point was slated to play on the right wing with McDavid. Oh well, they'll find somebody else.
Oh, this is at least a good bit of a good update. Apparently, according to John Cooper, Brayden Point avoided the worst case scenario, but they're considering him week to week.
Oh, okay.
So probably sprained MCL or something.
Oh, it's probably sprained. Yeah. Yeah, if it's week to week,
like they had to carry him to the dressing room. He couldn't put weight on his knee.
Yeah, because it just happened, of course. Yeah. But if it was ACL, there's no way he's week to week. There's no way. So it's not a torn or a pulled ACL. A lot of injury there's been a lot of injuries, Lucas. Lots of injury this year. I mean, but how much of it do you think has to do with the fact that there's no law and order basically in the league anymore? Law and order on the ice went by the wayside, just like in the States itself. Oh, I gotta put the volume up. Coming back for the second. Oop. Oh, that stuff does not look like it smells very good. Ugh. All righty, they're just about to drop the puck for period number 2. Suzuki facing off against, who do you think?
Probably Stro.
Can't see.
Oh, no, it's not Strom.
McMichael.
McMichael.
And McMichael won the draw. Every time I hear his name, I keep wanting to say, shut up, McMichaels. From Shoresy. I think the guy's name is Michael. I still think of it every time I hear McMichael. You still haven't seen Shoresy season 5 yet? I'll take that as a no. Caulfield.
Oh, I thought that was gonna. Oh, he almost got the wraparound, the rebound.
How did that? The wraparound,
Jesus
and then
Christ.
Man, that was great chances, and I don't know how they didn't get a puck in there. Jesus. Come on, boys. Let's go get it anyway.
Sapkowski's gotten so good at doing that. Protecting it, bringing it in, and then just dropping it off. Let the play start.
It's obviously disappointing not to be named to the Team Canada, but if you can't handle it and whatever, and then we gotta name him because look how badly he reacted. I'm not naming him if he reacted that badly.
Who are you talking about?
Jarvis apparently said it tasted like a shit sandwich not to get named. Well, no, of course it. For everybody who didn't get named. But yeah, that's a good reason why there are so many injuries. You're right. Condensed schedule because of the Olympics. He just
What a stuff.
it's that save. I mean, okay, Caulfield couldn't come around with it on the wraparound. I get that happens. But man, that save on Texier. Jesus.
You know what's funny? That probably goes in if Logan Thompson just if he catches with his right hand. Or
Could
with his
be.
left hand, rather.
Yeah, no, whatever. It could be, yeah.
Good save, nonetheless, though. Really good save.
You got to temper that what you said there, though. They took away 2 of the preseason games, and I know that's not going to be everybody that plays in those, but it's sort of. I mean, it is what it is. It's not my favorite to go to 84 games, but I don't think it's the end of the world. I think it's more because they want to add more teams. There's injuries every year, but there seems to be. I agree. There seems to be way more injuries this year, and it's. I would think it's due to the condensed schedule. And last year there were quite a few too, and it was the same thing because of the 4 nations. Gowie went to sleep in the crease. I'm not tracking injuries either, JFed. I just have noticed this. It's not. I've thought about it a few times. Like there's a good bit more injuries, I find. And other people are seeing it too. So are we right? I think so. They're not calling them the Atlanta Easters. Oh, I get the joke. I'm sorry. I get the joke. It should be the Atlanta We Shouldn'ts. Why are you called the We Shouldn'ts? Because we really shouldn't have done this. That was a high stick. How come it's still going on? I thought they blew it down. I heard a whistle. I thought.
I think because
Oh,
Hudson
weird.
played it.
That was
They were
weird.
saying. I think if it's play with a high stick and your own teammate is the next person to touch it, they blow it dead. Because Hudson played it
Really?
after
Is
it
that?
came
I
back
thought.
down, and that's
No, I
why I
thought
think
if you
they
knock.
said that.
I thought if you knock it down with a high stick, they blow it down. They whistle it down.
I mean, I thought so too, but the way that Mudryk just explained it, that's what it sounds like.
All right. Okay. Hey, so far in the second period, they've been pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad.
Washington. I look back. They didn't play yesterday or the day before. I don't know, like if they played the day before that. I would imagine they did. So they're on at least 2 days rest. So Montreal's playing good against. They're on the road, back-to-back situation. That's a pretty good game so far for them. Not the most exciting game, or is it me that's just not watching close enough? Because I'm talking in the chat. I'm not sure. I guess when you're halfway through the game, pretty much, and it's only 1-0. It's not. Oftentimes, it's not the most exciting game. They should have an NHL team in Halifax if Halifax's population was bigger, but it's not big enough to support an NHL team. But I don't disagree with the sentiment that Halifax kind of should have an NHL team. They kind of deserve it, but are they going to get one? No. Habs are road warriors. They're not the road warriors, but they have been road warriors. Pretty damn good. I mean, they're 13-4-5 so far on the road. And that's not just an NHL winning record. That's a winning record. What medal did they get? A bronze, or what did they get? I don't remember what medal Slovakia got that year. Maritimes has 3 million people. The Maritimes has. You're talking about Halifax. So you have to be in a more immediate area than just Halifax. I mean, than the Maritimes. My opinion, but I've never been down there, so I don't know what the reality is of how easy it is for people to come from, around the area to get there. But from what I've read about the situation, there's not enough people there. They got the bronze. I thought they got silver. Oh, I really thought it was bronze. It's a 2-hour drive to get there for you. Yeah, you're not gonna fill out an arena if the bulk of people have to drive that long to get there. Especially if the team's not playing well, and I think that's what they look at. Well, if those guys are Maritimers, well, we should just give you a team. They scored.
Yes!
Galley. If anybody really needed it, Galley did. He needed a goal. I didn't see it, though. I'll have to watch the replay. Yeah, but Paul, that doesn't factor into the thinking at all. It could be 30-hour drive to Vancouver. Sure, you'd rather go to Halifax to see a game. I mean, right? I looked away. I was again. I didn't see the goal. Doesn't matter. 2-0 Montreal. That's what matters. Shots are tied at 14, though. 12-10 to go here in the second. No building. You mean no arena that's big enough? You'd have to build one, obviously. Oh, wow. Okay, Struble took a bad hit. Arbor just came running in. McElraith. And they're doing like a slow dance. Oh, they got Struble needs a 10. I didn't see the hit. It must have been bad. That's it.
There we go, Arbor.
And you don't let him. He finally gets his hand free, then you jump in. You fucking refs, man.
The trainer's like, Struble, get off the ice. Let me check you out, buddy. That's good. Looks like Strube's going to be all right. What?
What was the penalties?
Arbor got 2 minutes instigating, 5 for fighting, and a 10-minute misconduct. McElrath got 5 for fighting.
Why the misconduct then? He got the 2 for instigating, which is fair enough. He came after him. I get that.
Yeah, I don't know why the misconduct.
Well, maybe that wasn't smart to do then. But you have to stand up. Andy with a chance there. Oh, he almost. Oh, yeah, good job there by Andy. Let's see. Okay, 45 seconds left on the power play. So far, so good. Tough part is going to be being down a defenseman that long. Yeah, the same reason that Quebec's not going to get a team is that it's just not, the population's not big enough. And it's in Quebec. Big kill by Montreal. Yeah, that's a big kill there too. Now they just got to finish the period without Jack-Eye. He should be back early in the third. Or if not, right at the end of the second. I'm not sure. Caulfield tripping. Montreal going to go on the PK again. BL, what are you talking about? The three branches of government thought they still would be without a team this many years after. Three branches of government. What are you talking about? Isn't that in the U.S.? Three branches of government? It's not here.
Probably talking about the Caps.
Caulfield's trip and call. Paul, that's just, you get what, one game a year? Of course it's going to sell out in an hour. That's why. Arbor got the instigator, which I think is fair. A 5 for fighting and a 10
Yeah,
minute.
no, the instigator is fair. I don't know why the misconduct.
It's the 10 minute. I don't know if that's fair. I guess because he was the instigator, they decided he's getting a 10 as well. Is that a thing? I don't think so. Arbor didn't get 10 minute misconduct because the other guy didn't hurt Struble. That's not. Or he didn't get because he didn't hurt Struble. I don't think that's the thing. That's another good point, BL. Big difference in preseason game prices than selling out a regular season game. And you got to sell out 41 of them. And especially, the owners who would have bought a franchise at $1 billion cost are going to need to have that sold out every single game for like 10 years. And if you're no good, are they going to sell out? For a little while, they will. But after that, when the honeymoon is over, yeah, I wouldn't go to Paul. Honestly, a hockey game's not a good reason to go to the U.S. right now. My opinion. This is my opinion. You do what you want, but I wouldn't. Was it because he punched him in the back of the head after he was down? No, I think he would have just got a roughing penalty as well or something. And there's not at the cost of $1 billion for a new franchise, that's apparently what it's going to go for. I don't see a Canadian team happening. And I'm going to say this quite frankly right now, with everything going on down there, in another year or two, I don't know who's going to have the money for it, except, I guess, one of the oligarchs. But I don't know who's going to go to hockey games or sports games if things go real sour. So that's something I don't think a lot of people are considering, because this shit ain't over. By a long stretch, it ain't over. Yeah, it's a good kill. You can really see why their power play is at 15%. Joe, yeah, and it like legitimately could. I second you on that, Cosmic. I'm doing it. Paul, you singing Ole Ole already? A little early for that, dude. 6.5 minutes to go in the second. A little early for Ole Ole. But a good kill there.
Mm.
A little bit of a scrum there. Nucci, who scored our goals? Andy got the first one. And I'm challenged on who got the second one.
Gallagher.
Galley got the second one.
Well, Monty looks locked in.
BL, I don't know if you've been following. If you mentioned Scaramucci, you're following. He's already saying that. It's already that way. It's already probably too late. It's already at that point. And if you don't believe that, you're not watching close enough. Sorry, Matt. I only speak the truth, though.
I'm
Randy.
watching the game.
Who's the backup on the bench? Fowler tonight. I believe Fowler will be making the next start. So Fowler against Buffalo on Thursday. Yep, he just said we'll be seeing Hage probably sometime before the end of the season. He's ready for it. I believe that as well. I don't think it's the goalie that sits out the game. I found it's usually the guy that's the backup. I've been kind of trying to keep track of that, and it seems to me it's the guy. Basically, it's the guy that's the backup. Cam should run for the Democrats in Massachusetts. I don't think he's interested in doing that. He'd very much like to hear you say that he's a smart guy, though. This reminds me of the game between Detroit and Montreal, but the opposite for Montreal. This time we're on the Detroit end of it. All right, you may be right then, Randy. I don't know. We'll see who's the starter tomorrow on Thursday. We shall see if there's a rhyme or reason to it, or if it's just there's no rhyme or reason. Not sure which one it is, personally. All right, where are we here in this game? Under 5 to go in the second. Shots are 17-16 for Washington. It's 2-0 Montreal. So far, so good today. I picked up Monty to get the start in the fantasy. Working out so far. Well, icing against Montreal. That song was Inagata Davida. And it was really long. You use that when you get a lap dance? That's funny, Paul. Well, Randy, I'm going to believe you because you seem to have put more time into tracking that than I did. So I will believe you in that. I still think Fowler on Thursday. But I mean, it could be wrong. It could be Dobish because he only got one start since January 1st. So I have no idea how they're figuring out who should start when. But they seem to have a system.
Penalty coming to Washington.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a penalty for Washington, right?
Mm-hmm.
Slatching.
Yeah, got him on the hand.
Yeah.
Could have got Pavillier for a hook too, if they wanted. But yeah, anything like that on the hands, they're calling it 100 times out of 100.
Gonna go 5-on-3. Give up the puck. Give up the puck. Give them the puck. Why are they not doing that? I'm sorry, but they should have given that puck to somebody and just get the whistle. No, longer 5-on-3. Yeah, see, that's what he just. Man, you lost 20 seconds on the 5-on-3. Too bad there was no blood. Be a lot better. Randy. Brad, I don't disagree with you. It makes sense what you're saying. So, and like I said, you did the research. I didn't for my theory. I gonna, I'm gonna, I think you're right. Makes sense. Hey, Chicago Joe. I don't like the Capitals either. Yeah, listen, it's a pretty good game for them. I definitely agree. Plus, that's true, right? They beat us in the playoffs last year, so I guess whenever we do play them, it didn't work in the first game, but you double that up, and they really want to win this game. I think a lot more than like usual. Come on. It was a nice setup there for the Caulfield shot, though. That is a penalty on Slav with the stick. Right in front of the ref. The ref was looking at it. Now, what would happen in that case?
I don't know.
It would still be a 5-on-3, I guess.
Yeah, it would be.
Anybody out there know?
It'd be a 5. No, it would stay 5-on-3.
Yeah, just if anyone knows for sure. Yeah, I would think it would just stay 5-on-3. I mean, they could still have a 5-on-3 if they'd have given the puck over then. So they're going to have 27 seconds left of power play time to start the third. And we have a 2-0 Habs lead after 2. I am going to do this before I forget the January promotion. Order any combination of 4 of these Habnormals products and get a free Habnormals mug. And you don't have to put in a code, just order any combination. You can order all 4 of one item or 1 of each or any way you want to do it. And that is down there. I should also put this here at this QR code as well. And that'll take you to the store. And there you go. I am covered for my promotion. So it's the January promotion for Habnormals. Now, where was I? All right. Oh, I should take that kind of off there. Makes sense then to leave that up. Who am I? You are BL. I was a Stanley Cup winner with the Habs after being taken second overall in the NHL draft. Like immediately after being taken in the draft? Oh, who's who? That's how it works? Okay, that makes sense actually. Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know that I've seen that happen before. You've been in penalty boxes with 7 plus teammates. Yeah, brawl time. Everywhere you see the fight, but not the hit. Yeah, I saw the hit. It wasn't great. It wasn't the worst I've seen, but you know. BL continues. I did not win the Calder for Rookie of the Year. But I mean, nobody since after Dryden won it till last season. So you're a Stanley Cup winner with the Habs after being taken second overall in the NHL draft. You got to go back at least till 92 for the draft to see who was second. Then it would be 85. I don't know who it is though, but now I'm trying to figure out when he would have been drafted. Taken second overall in the who was taken second overall in the NHL draft? Second overall in the NHL draft. You also played for the Capitals, Ducks, Stars, and Lightning. Capitals, Ducks, Stars, Lightning.
Oh,
Not Carbo, no. Best season, I hit 55 goals. Stefan Richer? No, can't be Richer. You don't have the Devils there. 55 goals. What Habs scored 55 goals that I don't know of? Oh, John Leclerc. That makes sense. John Leclerc. No, the Flyers aren't there. Wait. No, the Flyers aren't there. It's not Leclerc. Years later, my son was taken in the first round also. Oh, does it go back? But no, but Boom Boom wasn't drafted though. Claude Lemieux never scored 55 goals. Hell, who are those 50-goal scorers? Wow, how come I can't? I mean, I should know all the 50-goal scorers for the Habs. Huzu is cheating? Where's Huzu? No, don't hint what year. Huzu's cheating, so he can't give the year. He'll get it right away.
I'm trying to think of whose kids also played in the NHL.
Well, first, the 55-goal scorer has to be the big clue, no? That he
Well,
scored
yeah, that too,
55
but
goals.
that and I mean, for me anyway, because I'm blanking on a year, but for me, it's the 55 goals, and then I'm trying to think of whose son would have been drafted years later.
Yeah, those are the two big ones. I get it wasn't with the Habs, though, the 55 goals. I get that. I don't think Chelios ever scored 55 goals, Phil.
I don't think Chelios had a kid that played in the league.
This is a really good one, BL.
Mm.
This is a really good one. Whose kid and who? Yeah, it's even harder trying to think of which former Hab had 55 goals somewhere. Wow. Oh, that was from. Is that if it was Redmond? It was we talked about him earlier. He played 18 seasons and only won that one cup. It's not Mickey Redmond. Wow, 18 seasons and only 18 seasons.
Trying to think of what year the kid would have been drafted.
Yeah, how about that? What year was the son drafted? That might help. Shit, this is a good one though. Second overall pick too.
18 seasons, one cup. But the other thing too is right. Like, look at the other teams he played for.
How many second
like,
overall?
Depending on the years he played.
But how many second overall picks did we have?
No, I know, but I'm looking at the teams he played for. Obviously, the Capitals would be out, but depending on the year he played, I mean, if he played in the 2000s to 2010s, the Ducks, Stars, and Lightning all qualify as Cup champs. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it couldn't be. I don't know what team he won it with. The World Junior team.
Oh man, I'm blanking.
This past World Junior team?
USA World
United States.
Oh my God, this is a really good one, BL. You were second overall, but not by the Habs.
What World Junior team though? Like,
second overall had 55 goals. I mean, come on, this could be that opened up who that could be, man. Oh, he's still playing. Who's still playing, the kid or the original guy?
Now we got to think of old farts in the league, or not? Maybe not old farts, but
Man, I'm blank. I have nothing. Nothing.
Well, so I'm assuming his son was just on the U.S. World Junior team.
Yeah, so you should know the players, their names better than I would.
Trying to think.
.55 goals. Was the second overall pick, but not by the Habs. That really opens up.
I mean, this play, if he's currently, it's not Corey Perry. If his kid just got drafted and he's got to be 40, right?
And he was picked 19th
38,
overall. The
48.
kid.
He's got to be at least 38. But then again, like, what if he's played 18 seasons? He would have been drafted, so he would have won the cup. His cup would have had to have been with the Ducks or the Capitals.
Getzlaf.
No, not Getzlaf.
Oh, he's played here before too, right? Oh, yeah. This guy's played for the Habs, right?
No, Paul. No, he's not. Ow, my foot. Fuck. I'm trying to think of someone that's old.
The son never played for the Habs, but the father did.
Right, but if the father's still playing, he's going to be 38 plus. Oh, yeah, Tampa didn't exist before 2000. So, yeah, but I'm saying the Islanders. What the fuck?
Was drafted by the Islanders.
Right, no, Huzo, that was a good clue, too. So it couldn't have been before 2000. The Lightning won their first cup in 2004, but if he's played 18 years, that means he would have had to win his cup. He wouldn't have won it with the Lightning. He would have had to have been drafted in. We're in 2005.
2007.
Yeah, 07,
2007.
06, 07. Oh, he won a cup with the Canadiens? So the son might be retiring. What the hell?
This. Oh, now I'm confused.
It's the first time BL mentioned he won his cup with the Canadiens.
He won the cup with the Habs in '93. Brian Bellows never got 55 goals though. Brian Bellows might have been drafted second overall though.
Not Shane Corson, right? No, it can't be Shane Corson.
It was an American kid.
Yeah.
American. Had 55 goals. I said Bellows. I said Brian Bellows. I just said it. Kiefer Bellows. Isn't that his son's name?
Oh, yeah.
Yay! I got it after all that.
Brian Bellows.
Yeah, Bellows. I didn't know Bellows had 55 goals in his career at some point, but yeah, it came back to me. Bellows, I think, was the second overall pick. So there you go.
That was a good one, though. That was a really, really good one.
That was a really good one, BL. I don't think we've had for the little bit we've done this. We haven't had one go back deep into the clues.
Yeah.
Blues Clues. Yeah, by Minnesota. He was drafted by Minnesota. I didn't. I didn't. I don't even think I knew that if he had 50 goals in his career 1 year or not. Oh, anyway, really, really good one. All right, I don't know what do we got. Do you think for time for the? That took up a lot of the the intermission. That was good.
I didn't know Kiefer Bellows was thinking about retirement. Because that threw me off
He's
too.
around for a while though, hasn't he?
Yeah, but I don't know.
I get 15% off at the merch store. Yay! Actually, when I do buy, I think I get a little bit more than that off, but basically that. So yeah, I already get that. Yeah, it's a perfect timing too, right? Because they're just about ready for the third. So yeah, and this has been a good game so far. Hopefully, um, like they've been a really good third period team. So hopefully it's even better in the third. 89-90 with Minnesota. He had 55 goals. Oh, so that was before he got here. And if I'm correct, he had either 39 or 40 here in Montreal. Matheson looks like he's in a good mood there. Something must be something in that stuff he's sniffing. Who has the most brothers that played in the NHL?
It's got to be the Sutters.
What do you mean, the team or what family name?
The family, it's the Sutters. I don't think it's close.
Jack, I
Got to be the
stole a box.
Sutters.
I wonder for how. Yes, Matt, the Sutters. But it was Paul that asked. That one wasn't that hard, though.
Hey, what, 6 of them, right?
Something like that, yeah. Four seconds left on the power play. That's it. Paul says 5 Sutter brothers.
5. I know it's 5 or 6.
That Frank guy, he's a real straight shooter, that Frank guy. And if I'm correct, the game earlier in the season, that kid got a hat trick or something. He killed us. Or it was a game last year. I can't remember. There was a game that kid killed us. Icing on the cake call. Okay, that sequence didn't last long. Right off the draw. Good to have Monty back. What, this is his fourth game back? Good to have him. Like, you can see he's back to last year, Monty. It's like I don't know if you've noticed it, because I'm just realizing I must be feeling comfortable because I'm not worried every time a shot comes in at him now. And it was like unconscious, like I didn't do it consciously, but I stopped being worried about it. So if you're like me, it's the same thing for you. I don't know. Hannity is coming on. Yeah. You go watch that, BL. It's good for you. You learn something from Hannity. You think Monty learned from Fowler how to play goal? You think?
No.
I mean, Monty he didn't forget how to play goal. He just temporarily did. And it was going to come back eventually. Rebounds? Yeah, and I think Monty's fine on his own. Not to say Fowler couldn't teach him anything. I'm not saying that either, but anyway, I'm glad I picked up Monty. I have a feeling with Monty playing well, all three of them playing well, I think Fowler's going to go back to Laval soon. I'm glad I picked up Monty, so I'll have a Habs goalie. Miller's not the Trump bag licker, sorry to say. Miller is the guy writing his posts now. You ask me. What's it? Hannity's a bag licker. Bag licker, knob gobbler, whatever you want to call him.
Jesus Christ. Gallagher.
You know, it's the first time I'm noticing Obi out there tonight. I swear to God, that's the first time I'm seeing him out there. And even like realizing I heard his name. That's weird. If you guys who forgot that Monty can 10 goal and also forget some loyalty. I have not forgotten. What I said was it's good. I unconsciously started just, it's Monty. He's playing well. Like, I'm not worried about shots coming in. That's what I said. Fowler's the youngest, but Fowler and Dobish both have waiver. Waiver. What is that again? I forgot the word now. Jesus. Exemption. Waiver exemption. Any updates on what? Holy moly! It is, yes. I'll give you an update. It is 2-0 for Montreal. That I can tell you. We're only a couple minutes in. Few minutes into the third. 3.5. Shots are 22-21 for Washington, though. That's the updates. Phil wants. Are you kidding? $9 million for you're not spending $9 million on a defenseman, and he is fragile. So no,
Who?
Donnie Hamilton,
Oh, Dougie Hamilton. No,
Dougie, excuse me.
we don't
You know,
need a defenseman.
they said, you know how? Do you know how old a reference for me to pull out that name, Donnie Hamilton? I went to high school with that guy. That's how long ago, and it just came out natural.
Like
Isn't that
90
weird?
years.
Isn't that funny how that happens? I hadn't thought about that guy in I don't know how many years, and they're pulling out his name like that. Yeah, he's too injury prone for $9 million. I don't want him.
We don't need a defenseman.
Yeah, and we don't need that guy. Phil, if it were up to you, we would have every single player in the NHL signed to a contract. If it were up to you. And then you'd be going, yeah, now let's see the other teams beat us. Yeah, Jersey's definitely going to have to retain. Still don't want him. You see, here's Joe. Here's a time where I'll cheer for the Bruins tonight if they're up against the Red Wings. Go Bruins! Oh, ooh, they just made it 2-1 with just under 15 to go. This game just tightened up. It's that. Well, Ovi got it. Did Ovi get it? Yep.
I got deflected, I think.
Yeah. He just stuck his stick in there and touched it. Well, now so you got to tighten up. Better not give up a goal here. Here's the. I don't want Hamilton. Another reason why. I don't want to bring in a guy just because he's big and he's right if he's shitty defensively. I don't think we need that. And I was in the class of 51. Class of 51. Jeez. I would have been in the class of 1980 if I'd have graduated, but I didn't. So I would have been class of 1980. Careful here, boys. Bad giveaway there. Yes, Monty did not know where that rebound went.
No, we did not.
icing Washington. Let's see. We have need a right-hand D, not for a guy who's making $9 million and can't play defense. So I don't think so. And the team thinks we have need for a winger. That's what they're apparently looking to shore up. How did I jinx Monty? I didn't jinx Monty. I didn't say shutout anywhere. Class of 51. It's not bad. I graduated from I guess high school 12 years ahead of my birth. That's pretty. I think like that's a first. I'm pretty special. BL, are they saying Frank got it? I thought so because I thought Frank was in the lead on the line, them skating past their bench. So I was going to say, I talked about this good Frank. He scored.
He deflected it.
There you go. That's how I caused it. Ooh, just wide. That was dangerous there. That was Ovi there too, right? Yeah. Yeah, they're in a little bit of stress here. I'm special, man. That's me. You heard of Superman? I'm Special Man.
Mm-hmm.
I take part in the Special Olympics. Ever since I was born, I was told I was special. Oh, they're my story, Matt. Right there. They just told it in the commercial.
Mm-hmm.
It was uphill to school both ways. I never could figure out how, but it was. Now, when I was going to high school, I couldn't really. I walked home a couple of times, but we were in the country, so it was a good walk. It was about, I would say, about a 4-mile walk from high school to home. I did it a couple of times. These are a lot of commercials. All right, so we got 2-1. The game has gotten very interesting. This is a good test right now for Montreal to see if they can close this out. I would love to see another insurance goal go in for us.
Me too.
What was long and hard on Rick? The key is was in that sentence. It was never long. The rabbi was drunk and he was shaky when he cut half of it off. I've been living with this shame my whole life. It was grade 6 was not hard for me. What was hard? The year that was hard for me was grade 10. Why? In grade 8, I went to school for 3 months out of the whole year. It was a lot if I was there for 3 months. I passed. In grade 9, I tried to do the same thing basically and didn't. and they put me back. And my dad went, and we talked to them. And because I was Jewish, and the vice principal was a racist piece of shit, he said he put me back in grade 10, graduated me out of grade 9 into grade 10. But because I'm Jewish, and which means we're super intelligent, then he put me in all the top classes. And yeah, I couldn't cut it, and I dropped out because of a racist piece of shit vice principal, Mr. Evans. And that's at a school that allowed, they're running for, the student president and all that. One of the guys' names that was running was Lou, and he put up a sign that said, "Don't be a Jew, vote for Lou." And that was allowed to be put up until we complained about it, and they had to take it down. Story time with Rick. So we just took a penalty.
Yeah, it's Sammy Blais.
Biel, maybe that guy was the kid that we kicked out. I'd be surprised if he was if he wasn't in his 20s or younger than that. I have no proof, but to me, that guy came across as a young person. Monty saving their bacon because Monty's back to being Monty. Did they teach us jujitsu? That's a good one. Who's actually like that one? There's not too many Jew jokes that I haven't heard. That's one I haven't heard before. I like that. I'm a master of jujitsu. I just spell it a little differently. That's all. I could eat a bowl of chicken soup. I'm faster than, I don't know, some kind of dish through your stomach. And I don't know what I'm saying at this point. Congratulations, you have learned the jujitsu origins. The last word doesn't make sense. You're still digesting the highly intelligent. I'm not. I swear, not a word of a lie. I mean, we're talking 70, 78. I think it was 78. Things were different back then, man. Yeah, and also we're talking about Ormstown, Quebec. So if you're in Quebec, you know where that is. It's a small town towards the American border. For many of the kids that I encountered in high school, and I was told this a few times, I was their first Jew that they ever saw. So that kind of a place, So the fact that there was some racism there, not a surprise. There was a black kid, and I mean a black kid that was in high school. He was collectively known in the whole area as the N-word. That's what he was called when not to his face, obviously, but when referring to this guy, you would say, "Oh yeah, and that guy." That's how they talk about him. So that's the era I come from. How many border crossings in the province of Quebec? How many border crossings? Oh, if it's a serious question, let's see, 1, 2. When we lived in Ormstown, when we'd go, because I was born in Poughkeepsie, New York. We had relatives there, and we'd go. We went through a border that is closed now, through Hemmingford. So that's 3 that I know of, and there's probably a few more. Eight minutes left here in the third. Oh, that was a big save by Monty and a good clear by the defenseman. Got to say, Monty getting his game back couldn't be better timed for the team. Come on, guys. You got to tighten up a little on the defense. Suzuki with a nice move. Shoots. Right up in the logo on Thompson. Nice move, though, by Suzuki to get clear there. The Chateau and the Bamboo, what are those, bars or something? I was a kid when I lived there. I don't know the bars. The Chateau, the Bamboo, I have no idea what that is. That wasn't in Ormstown, was it? In Ormstown, there was a strip club. There was a bar in a hotel by the bridge there, by near what we call the beach, the Ormstown beach. That's the only 2 bars in Ormstown that I knew of. Yeah, that's it, because there's not much else of Ormstown. What is a strip club?
Montreal to the power play.
Holding, Washington. Good timing. If they capitalize here.
Oh, he's not happy about it.
Let's see.
But, I mean, he lost his stick, and I mean, like...
Well, that's holding. What does he expect?
I mean, it's clear as day.
What a save. That was a really good... He wouldn't have made that save before. Like, he's making the saves he used to, and the ones he wasn't making. Okay, in Huntington, so I know later, when I used to go back when I was a little older, a kid I used to go to school with owned one of the bars there, but I don't know the names of them there. But I had a lot of friends in Huntington.
Nick Dowd got thrown out of the game.
Who?
The guy that took the penalty, yeah. He was,
unsportsmanlike.
Oh, my God, there goes the stick. He was complaining to the refs and he was smashing stuff in the box. Like, I saw he slammed the door and he was smashing the door with the stick. I think they tossed him because Frank's in the box serving the penalty right now.
Okay, hang on, Cosmic, the cul-de-sac. I think that's the one that my friend owned. Last bar I was ever in Huntington, which was a while ago. I think that's it. And then I had a friend for a while that owned the hot dog place. The Patat, what was it called? Right, just down the street from there, near the bridge onto the other side. Yeah. Matt's cranky after losing Bregman. Who's Bregman?
That's a baseball thing. No, I'm cool. I'm focusing on the game. Shot.
Sorry, I don't know. I'm all over the board today. Kind of feel the less.
That did piss me off, though, not re-signing Alex Bregman, but that's a baseball conversation.
Kind of feel the less I pay attention, the better chance they have of winning. Piven Patat was the burger place. Well, there were 2 of them really close to each other. One was a smaller place, and there was one that was there forever. The smaller place actually was this place my friend had, like a little shack thing, and then the other one was more like there were a couple of businesses there, but that's not the name of it that I know. It was Patat with an L. I can't remember. They had good fries there. But anyway, that's cool. I didn't Huntington. Yeah, I went to CVR. That's the school I was talking about. I went to CVR. Lived in Orangetown. Pure red potatoes? No. Well, power play by the wayside. 4:12 right now to go in this third period. Maybe in regulation only. We'll see. Come on, guys. Perfect timing to get a freaking insurance goal. This shack that was owned for a little while by a guy. When I went to high school first year, he was a friend of mine then. Brent Riel, he owned that shack place. Can't remember the name of it for a little while anyway. You can't have 4:45 to go. I got 2:45 now. Movie recommendation. I don't watch older stuff.
No, I found out today Alicia's never seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Oh no? They made a remake of that, didn't they?
I don't know if they did, but I love that movie. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I saw that in the theater back in '77. I think it came out in '77.
Movie. Yeah, it did.
Whenever it came out, I saw it in the theater.
It was '77. Great movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Oh, they scored. Fuck, they scored with 2 minutes left.
I got tipped again.
God damn it. Now we're going to go to overtime probably now. Damn. That piece of shit again. He's a Habs killer, this kid. You can't blame Monty there. He couldn't see that too well. I mean, yeah, I don't think that's on Monty. So, oh yeah, I mean, damn it though. And we have a game. It's not a game I wanted to have. That's not on Monty, that goal.
Yeah, that's his 6th point against Montreal this year.
Yeah, this Frank kid, I'm telling you, man, he's a Habs killer. Here's problems. Monty makes the glove save. 1:25 to go. I better get a point out of this at the freaking least, guys. Fuck.
Oh yeah, he's got both goals against fucking.
I know,
that
he's
team.
got both goals. And I think he had a hat trick the last game.
I think you're right. He's got 6 points now in both games.
This kid, he circles Habs on the schedule now. You know, his calendar, he circles those games, man. I got to put myself on my list? Why? Why do I put myself on my list? I don't hate myself. No, nobody could stop that one. It redirected like that. You would have been only lucky if you stopped that. Come on. Keep the pressure on. Ah, man, Slap. Nice move, though, by Slap.
Yeah.
He's playing with so much more confidence. The Thing, not the original. Not the original with Matt Dillon as the carrot thing. The Thing from the 80s with
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. That's
a
the
good
one.
movie.
Yeah. How's that not offside? That came out.
They didn't play it.
Well, we're gonna. Okay, overtime. Well, okay, they got the point, but fuck, man. Shouldn't be overtime. Let's see. What kind of movies are you looking for, though? You're alone, so it doesn't matter the horror or not. You much prefer Operation Petticoat to any horror? All right. I had a movie in mind, and I forgot what one it was. The bike ride? You mean bike? Is that with Austin? What's his name? I can't remember his last name. All of a sudden, not Powers, obviously. The kid who played Elvis. Is that the one? The bike riders? I like that. I actually like that one. If that's the same one, the girl in it, oh, she was hot actually. And I'm being a perv to say that because you're way younger than me, but man, Jodie Comer, I think is her name. You said no, Jerry Lewis. It's not the movie I'm thinking of. You take it off, Paul? Have a good one, buddy. Yeah, Austin Butler, that's the guy. But it was called, I think, The Bike Riders. That was a good movie. I actually really liked that one. And with Tom, you really thought that was terrible? No, I didn't think that was terrible. Surprised because we really have so much the same taste. Surprised we didn't agree on that one. Phil, I know what Operation Petticoat was, and I'm not. I wouldn't watch it. But that's the TV show. Was that actually that was a movie too? Wasn't that a TV show? I don't think the movie and the TV show were the same. Underway. Hudson over the line. All the way back to Suzuki. He tossed that puck. Yeah, Cole could use the. Why do you keep? That was a good
That was a nice play.
sequence there. Yeah. You don't take a knife to a gunfight. They put one of yours in the hospital. You put one of theirs in the morgue. That was well, goddamn, what was that movie called? Shit, I should know that one. Kevin. Oh shit. Yeah, that guy. Oh. The Untouchables. That's it. Eleven 63. That's from the Stephen King book. I started. It was a good book, but I couldn't get into the show. Oh no, that was Frank with the puck. Jesus,
He
good
can
save, Monty.
fly too. He's fast.
He's fast and he's very honest. There's a hot potato now. The puck. Oh, we're gonna fight. Who's fighting there? That's Hudson. I didn't like that. Yeah, Biel. I saw. That's what I didn't like. Wow, we took a penalty.
Oh, Suzuki doesn't agree.
Okay, but I mean, that was tripping. No, am I wrong?
Yeah, no, that was tripping.
Yeah, this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. Oof. Ooh, they clear it finally. Wow, 2 saves there. Oh, another big save. Monty, 8 seconds left in the power play. Wow. All right. That timeout, Washington. Yeah, this is the Sam Montembeau we needed back. Killed it off. Oof, they killed it off, and they get a whistle. Yeah,
Oh, that
that is
stung
a
him
good.
right in the butt.
Yeah. Back to 3-on-3. For I don't know how long, minute something. Last minute of overtime. They score. That sucks.
Mm.
3-2 Washington. Yeah, Monty didn't deserve that.
No.
How'd I jinx it? Yeah, whatever.
I'll take the point, though.
Yeah, it's too bad. That's
Oh, yeah.
disappointing. I mean, that's a frustrating loss.
No, it is. But at the end of the day, you still get the point.
Yeah, no, but that one, that's frustrating. This one hurt. Gotta say. Yeah, that sucks. Forget that now. Yeah. Anyway, that just sucks. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. Too bad, but at least we got the 2 points yesterday. That's 3 out of 4 points in back-to-back games. I mean, and that's not. I mean, that's fine, you know. So it's just that's a really painful way to have to lose. You're leading most of the way, and then boom, 2 minutes left, and it all goes to them.
The good news is the Wings are going to lose.
I was not mumbling anything under my breath. The Wings are going to lose? That's good. That helps.
Lightning and Penguins are in a shootout.
Yeah, J-Fed, I mean, that's where they blew it, really. In the end, if they could have scored on the 5-on-3, it's a different game. So you can blame me if you want, BL. That's fine. I'm good with that. I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, but Washington's been struggling and everything. I thought this would be an easier game for Montreal, to be honest. Anyways, it is what it is. That's what are you gonna do? All right, I'm gonna take off. Members tomorrow doing another members only live, so don't forget. I'm not reviewing that game. I don't watch them close enough these days. I talk to you guys too much. I can do a review, but I didn't see the whole game, to be honest. So members only live tomorrow. Buffalo on Thursday. Buffalo is really hot. So that's another, could be a tough game. And then they're in Ottawa on Saturday. Hopefully that will be, none of these games are going to be easy, but hopefully that'll be a win. Get back on, hopefully we beat Buffalo. All right. Unfortunate that happened. What are you going to do? You will be happy to see Dobish tomorrow. Were you going to have lunch with him or something? Okay, but okay, it's not tomorrow, but it's Thursday. But why? Are you upset with goaltending right now? I mean, that was a good game by Monty. I don't look at it any way you want. It's a good game by Monty.
Yeah, no, he was good.
I don't see how you could.
Did Miro Heiskanen get hurt? Oh no, personal. Oh, family matter. Oh, that's what that is.
Back to back with travel in between, I'd take the point. It's frustrating. I'm disappointed, but yeah, I'm still happy they got a point and didn't not get to overtime because that would have been even worse. Yeah. Sabres are in a wild card spot, but that kind of stuff goes up and down. I mean, Washington won tonight. That might have moved them up.
Yeah, so Washington will jump into the first wild card spot.
Yeah, so it's the way it is.
All right, we'll still have a 6-point lead over the Leafs. They're going to be the closest to us, we'll actually be 5 over Boston. Boston will jump into a wild card spot too.
Yeah. Anyways, whatever. It's the changes every day.
I'd rather be in this position though.
Yeah. Listen,
getting frustrated over a win where we only get 1 point, and we're still like that many points clear. You know what I mean? It's nice.
Back-to-back situation.
Yeah.
You take 3 points out of 4. It's not bad. There's nothing bad about that.
No, it's not bad at all.
All right. So we'll see you on Thursday. Members, see you tomorrow night. And everybody else on Thursday for the Buffalo game. That's it. Thanks for being here. Have a good rest of the night. And until next time, stay safe out there. Peace out, you guys. And we'll see you very soon. Ciao, everybody.